Hey guys, welcome to 2020. So this is the January 2020 budget with me, and we've got a few changes to make here. The first thing is I don't 100% know yet, but I should know by tonight, but I didn't want to wait any longer to make the video, if I'm going to get Google AdSense. And as of right now, the balance is at about $95, and I don't think that I'm going to make that extra $5. So I won't hit the threshold this month, which means that I won't get paid out in January, which also means that in February it's going to be a huge payout, nearly $200. Now, the good news though is my paycheck. Starting January 6th, I get a pay raise. And because this is going to be a month with partial pay at $16 an hour and partial pay at $17 an hour, it's kind of hard to calculate. This number right here is always based on 16 an hour times 40 times 4, and then 20% in taxes taken out, which is approximately what I pay in that. So just as an estimate, how I'm going to do this is 2 weeks of pay at 16 an hour, 2 weeks of pay at 17 an hour, and then taxes taken out of that. I actually think that it will be leaning more toward most or more of the month being at 17, but just to be safe at that estimate that I told you, this should raise up a little bit to 2112. All right. And then I have had a ton of people sign up in the last month or two for the Instacart referral bonuses, and a lot of people have actually been approved now. So we'll see if anybody does it. I'm not going to put it in the budget, but it'll be a nice surprise if somebody does end up doing that. Now, everything here is going to stay the same, but I'm going to lower gas and fuel. I know I went over this in December, but I've talked to my mom. I don't have any plans to drive home this month. I'm just going to put it down to 75. And I currently have a loaner car from the dealership because they're doing a recall on my car. But after I give that back next week, I am going to mostly be taking the bus just to save money. I was opposed to doing that throughout the winter, but it's actually been a really mild winter here, for Ohio at least. So I think that I'll be able to stick it out. Because not only does that save me in gas, but it also does overall help my net worth. Because the fewer miles I put on the car, the less depreciation on the car. And therefore, it doesn't show that I'm losing money on that. So electric, internet, mobile phone, and natural gas, I'm going to leave all the same. Although I will say, I think this is prepaid just a little bit, so I might not actually have to pay all that much on that this month. And my loan should be the same. I guess these, let's just leave them the same. I did go over the 225, but if I can plan ahead and actually get my stuff from Walmart grocery pickup, it's going to be cheaper than going to Kroger, and I think that's why I went over this month. So I should be able to keep it to right around there. No gifts, no doctor this month. Yeah, we'll say no doctor this month. You guys, I'm going to talk a little more about going to the doctor in my 2020 financial goals video. And this is all going to be the same. Storage will be 65. I'm going to leave this on here, but I'm only going to spend this money on the business expenses if I do, in fact, actually get that design done. But it's sort of a matter of time, and if I'm going to have time, and with training for the new job coming up, I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully I can get to that, but I'm not going to guarantee it. What may happen, as has happened in the last few months, is that I might be able to, or I might actually be able to, or I might actually use this $15 in parking expenses as business expenses for my TaskRabbit gigs. But the last time I was there, I found a place that I can actually park for free, assuming that there's a space available. that is actually a little closer than where I've been paying to park. So I'm always going to check that spot now, and if that's available, I'm going to park there to save the money. And then with clothing, I'm going to say that I am not going to buy any clothes this month. I have my pair of jeans, there's kind of like a hole wearing through the crotch, but I hopefully can stick it out another month before I have to repair that. And I do have another pair of jeans that I can wear, so it's not a super emergency on that. And then the stuff for mom, this is her storage unit plus a $10 late fee. And unfortunately, I am going to have to leave it at 75 with the late fee because it's due on the 5th and I'm not going to get paid again until after that. And I'm just not going to be able to put the rent in on time. But I'll make sure to get mine paid on time so I don't have to pay a late fee for that. Um, Now, other than that, the emergency fund, of course, I'm on track with paying $1 per hour worked toward that. I also put $1 per hour worked toward my bills, but bills are currently caught up on. And this amount right here is just included in the 400 and some dollars that I pay toward Navient. That's, I believe, the part of the payment for the smaller loan. And actually, I guess I should increase that because I think it went up to $104. So I will change that. And other than that, guys, pretty much the goals this month. You see, it's negative 493. So last month I was actually 520 under, even with this additional income, and now I'm 493. So it's still It's not a balanced budget, but it's getting closer. Like I said, this will probably be a little higher than I expect. Hopefully, maybe I can get a little overtime coming in. They're not really offering it, but if I get a few hours a week, they don't say anything about it. So that is a possibility. Basically, I'm trying to come in 15 minutes early every day and stay 15 minutes late every day. And then over the course of a paycheck, after taxes, that ends up being like an extra $100. And like I said, I won't get any of this month, but we'll really hope for referral income. And then I've also opened up my schedule for this Friday and Saturday, and I guess I'm going to do it probably every weekend here on out to open myself up for TaskRabbit gigs, whether that be for furniture assembly or moving or whatever. I'm going to try to make some extra money that way, just to try to get this a little more even. And then the good thing about it is next month, like in February, this is going to be a lot higher. That's going to be a super high thing, and hopefully some of my people will pull through here on the referral bonus. So anyway, guys, that's all I've got for this month. Of course, like every month, it's going to be rough, but as you saw last month, I had a rough month and came through with almost $500 positive in my net worth. So it definitely is something that is possible to get through and come out positively. I think that's what will happen again this month. And stick around this month because I'm going to have my 2019 yearly review and my 2020 financial goals coming up here just in a few days.